Jada. Ultra T. We're back. Big up SMP. Provoking.
Just gotta extend out.
I felt low, so I lit me a blunt up. Now I feel high and I'm ready to front up. I'm gamer, who's starting? I'm a sing to the space like a Martian. Mic in a hand in the way I'm parting. I'm hungry in this game, I'm starving. Over my rap, but they don't put heart in. So I sack that man and discarding. Excuse that smell, I said pardon. Hydroponic crops and TNC farming. Big weed plants growing in my garden. Got 2 pit bulls just guarding. Max price on the weed I'm charging. 6-star dog smells like barking. Won't stop it up, take my darling. I'm a madman, no Prince Charming. I don't give a fuck, no what it's regarding. No donations, you get no pardon. I'm trying to make dough from charting. No haggle again, no bargain. Look, kick that door and barge in. I'm a leader, call me sergeant. Line them all up in a line like margin. How's about that for the verse with bars in? Yo, what's your tea? I'm stepping the fucking booth. Bless the mic, bro.
Yeah, man.
Let's go.
Blue DR. Ultra. I kidded the snakes in the alley and slithering. This is for the shit that Ultra is delivering. Whispered up big time, they do delivering. Philosopher stones, I got no white thing shivering. Or shit like Seducey, whirlpool spinning it. First blast dribbling, second blast quivering. Third blast back up on the phone, bring it quick, kid. It's on the regular, the bankroll, bring it in. I see the money comes up and then the tripping. Then you see the road around, you shake this quick, kid. The evil eye look at the you found riches. So friends, them soon become stitches. Even your loved ones, they might start switching. Certified people that I leave you in the ditches. I ain't got time for none of these bitches. Trapped to the maze with the black cat glitches. Looking through the view with these binary digits. Special glasses to find all my critics. Writing paragraphs and define the physics. When I'm on the mic and there ain't no limits. This is going out to all those cynics and all the MCs that try to mimic. I'm so dark on the mic, it's nighttime, call it pitch black. Then you can call me Riddick for real.
Well, that was Jada and Ultra T round after round. I want to show you guys something else before we get to the main topic. Well, one of the main topics. Not that. Nico Ortiz. What is that one video? It's a short. What's up, Hey American? It's a short here. It's really freaking funny. Oh, here it is.
You made me a fucking chicken nugget. If I lose my arms, I'll be just like you. Fuck ass. That's the word. What the heck? It's from diabetes. I eat a bunch of candy. I thought this was gonna be bad, but it's like fun. You just pick me up now and just run. I'm back. I mean, I'm kind of like Professor X, yeah. You made me a fucking chicken nugget.
Oh man, and Nico Ortiz is funny. One funny dude, but anyways, okay, here it is. All right, so basically, to give you guys a little rundown. By the way, for those of you wondering who Nico Ortiz, I think he was in the Army, United States Army. I don't know what his MOS was, but the dude is freaking funny, like really funny. Oh, here comes the sandwiches jokes again. But anyways, y'all see on the bottom screen, wasp spray and rice cake shortages. Somebody tell Square to chill out emotionally. Hey, what's going on, Pam? What's going on, Ford for Life? everybody, K9, Just K, Mr. T, Fusion TV, Army vet, all you guys and girls. So, just to give you a little backstory, what happened last night. So, Black Pox was live, and of course, Square was in the live stream. Yes, I know. I said I wasn't going to talk about Square anymore, but this needs to be addressed. What do you want, Callie? So, what's going on, Wacky Jackie, Petey Wheatstraw? But Square was in the live stream talking. Of course, he made it all about himself and all that. And of course, it just seemed like Square had a problem with whoever it is, Black Pox or whatever, or anybody just bringing up, anything that Square did wrong. And of course, Square just wants to deflect he wants nothing to do with the responsibility to own up to his mistakes. That's basically what it comes down to. He has, in my opinion, everybody has the responsibility to own up to their mistakes. All right? That's just the way I feel. What's going on, James Cooper? Nothing much. What about you? But, of course, Square didn't want to own up to his mistakes. It's basically his way or the highway. I'm starting to believe that Black Pox was not Black Pox. I'm starting to believe that SquareWorks or Square Interview Media was and still is sheltered. You can tell that SquareWorks is sheltered, has been sheltered all of his life. But anyways, here is Black Pox.
What's up, everybody? Hope y'all having a good day so far. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and let's get on into it. So, as you guys know, my live was pretty much fucking destroyed last night. And then on top of that, my live was deleted last night. And then on top of that, I've had text after text and message after message after message sent to me by person and person and person again, mentioning how I'm supposedly have set a person up last night. And I wasn't going to address it in a video, but I'm sick and fucking tired of this person saying that I pretty much set him up.
That's paranoia. Just being honest, paranoia.
I'm not going to mention no names, but everybody pretty much knows who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. I wasn't going to make a fucking video, but you've constantly had people up all night. You yourself have been sending me message after message after message accusing me of ambushing you. There was no fucking ambush. I'm not an ambush person. My channel is not an ambush channel. Get your fucking facts straight. If I want to ambush somebody, I'll come right out in the fucking open. I'm not a fucking coward. Nor do I need to be. This is team I don't give a fuck. I don't need to hide from anybody. So let's get something straight, Mr. You think you know it all. I told you before we even went live last night in a private message. I told you, and didn't I do not lie, that you would probably should lay low.
Let me guess, Black Pox. Said person. Actually, I'm just going to say it. Square didn't listen to you. He didn't listen to you. He didn't listen to you. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, free brownie. Now, who this other person is that said that Black Pox, other than Square, saying that he ambushed Square. Whoever you are, you don't know what ambushing means. I mean, come on, man. Or woman.
Because I knew that people were going to lay for you. I knew that people were already aggravated with the shit you had been blowing off all day long. I tried to look out for you by telling you as a friend to lay low. But you did not heed my advice. Instead, you decided to take it upon yourself to go live with me. And then you decide to accuse me of sabotaging you and setting you up with other people, which was a fucking lie. Nobody set you up. Nobody sabotaged you. I simply decided to give the lady the floor because I'm a gentleman. I feel there's nothing wrong with letting a lady speak. When a lady comes into the room, I'm a gentleman. She came in.
Yeah, I don't like personally. I would say that there's nothing wrong with anyone going on other people's live streams. That's how you communicate with each other. I think Squareworks' problem is that he gets stage fright. He doesn't want to be held accountable for his wrongdoings, what he said wrong, and all that kind of stuff. And just remember, Squareworks, you said that I have to prove that I have. You saying, "Oh, well, don't you believe the other narrative?" But for a guy who's saying that he has high functioning autism in reference and saying, I have to prove that I have high functioning autism to you. Then you went on by saying, I can prove that I have a mental illness. Well, it's clearly, we can see clear as day that you are mentally unstable. Pretty clear. Which dude, Pam? Which dude you talking about? And you said, Square, that for a guy who has the gall, who was catfish. No, what you meant to say is that for a guy who has the gall to talk shit, but also was catfish. I think that's what you meant to say, Squareworks. Yeah. Come on, man. Just please get help. Like I keep saying, I have dealing with some things. It may not seem like it. May not seem like it. No, Black Pox is all right, Pam. He just doesn't have any tolerance for bullshit. Squareworks, I've actually admitted on my live streams in my videos that that I'm going to counseling free of charge because the fire department is paying for it, right? And because the reason why I'm going to these counseling sessions, whatever, I don't like shrinks. I really don't like them. But there comes a time even I need some help. You see, the only difference between you and I, Square, I don't threaten to kill myself. In fact, I've never threatened to kill myself to begin with. Now, when I was in high school, I did some, self-harm stuff. But I never told anybody. Let me tell you something, Square. Anybody. Well, I think I pretty much covered it. You know, the type of depression I have, and there's, the strength that I'm seeing is speculating that I need to get tested to see if I have PTSD. So there's a possibility. While at the same time, I have to take a break and heal up next month, so and so months, because I'm going to have foot surgery. See, your problem is you think you're the only person who's dealing with problems. I think that's your problem. Well, that's part of your problem. Yeah, that's part of your problem. Man, I had some spaghetti with Parmesan cheese, man. Some good eating. Oh, by the way, some dude called me a patty. Patty is a derogatory term for the Irish. I was like, awesome. But anyways, back to Square. Now, I'm not sure if I think Black Pox, your live stream is set on private. I think that's what the case is. You have to go into a YouTube studio of your channel, and it should say, like, prime example. Let me just actually show you because it's better. In fact, everybody else who's a content creator, you don't know what to do. Well, let me do a tutorial for you. Well, I get there. Seriously, Square. I'm getting some help right now. And let me tell you, dude, I'm getting some help. And my psychiatrist says, whatever, there's a possibility that I might have post-traumatic stress disorder. No, herbal's fine. Herbal's good to go. Yeah, that was wrong of him. He probably do red. I'm not going to say that I have PTSD. Not right now. All right. See you later, K9. Anyways, let me help you all out. So you, like I said, click on your channel, go to YouTube Studio, then go all the way to the left, mid-screen, click Content. And where it says Visibility, put on Private, what, blah, 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 blah. So there you go. Jacksonville Joe. Oh man, I actually been having trouble sleeping, actually, to tell you the truth. It's all because of y'all's fault. No, I'm just kidding. Call me Clifford the Big Red Dog. Man. Oh, geez. So, anyways, tone has been set, and SquareWorks is just, oh, he ain't going to come in here. Black Scout Survival ain't going to come in here. He's a bitch. So is Heavy Duty Country. They's a bunch of hoes. So, anyways, here we go.
She asked if she could have the link. I see nothing wrong with giving a lady the floor. I did nothing but shut off my mic. I sat back. I said nothing. I mean, what was I supposed to do? Be fucking Captain Defender? All the shit that had happened earlier in the day was none of my fucking business. I had told you before in a private chat, let me state this again, not to go live with me.
See, that's why I like Black Pox. He's a real motherfucker. Like, real. And, he tells it like it is. Pure and simple. Y'all be nice in the chats.
Told you should lay low. You did not listen to me. There was no fucking ambush, but yet you've accused me for the last 12 hours of setting you up for a fucking ambush. And that has pissed me off. So now I've had to address you in this video. So get your fucking facts straight, sir. Nobody set you up for an ambush. You went in there and you started rambling off a bunch of shit incoherently. Nobody knows why you started doing that.
All right, let me help you out there, Black Pox. The only reason why SquareWorks rambles on incoherently, as you said, and starts, talking about himself, it's because he wants attention. Just being real. And I wish SquareWorks would just come in here and say, "Oh no, you're wrong, Red Reaper. Tell me I'm wrong." Then SquareWorks, you are so paranoid. You are so paranoid. Square works. For real, for real. Yeah, it'd be best just to leave it alone, Herbal. But this is about Squareworks being a paranoid jackass. Well, acting like a paranoid jackass. That's right, Squareworks. I said it. You're acting like a paranoid jackass. You try so hard to fit in. You want people like Crystal, AG, Herbal, K9, Mr. Fusion TV, PD Wheatstraw, all those people. You want people, you try so hard to fit in. Maybe if you were chill, you know the reason why Scooter Beggins, likes me. You know why Scooter Beggins likes me? Is because he knows I'm a chill dude, both physically and emotionally. You're not chill. Not chill whatsoever. Yep. Mm-hmm. The live stream that you was in, my live stream the other night, you say, oh, well, we were just making fun of you. Oh, cyberbullying. Then you resorted to, I'm going to sue you. For what exactly? What are you going to sue me for? Far as I'm concerned, you have no grounds to sue me, Herbal Warehouse, Mr. Fusion TV, Crystal AG, anybody. You have no grounds to sue anybody. And making a video about you is not grounds to sue anybody, not grounds for a lawsuit. Now, if it's people slandering you, I can understand that, but nobody slandered you. Nobody defamed your character. Is that true? Is that true? Is that true, Squareworks? You claim that Black Pox bullied you. From what I saw, he didn't bully you. Tell you what, Squareworks, how about you do this? Go out there and mow people's lawns. For come on. Mow people's lawns. Or do you know how to start a lawnmower? Do you know how to start a lawnmower? I mean, come on, man. We'll get right into it again. Sorry.
You can't even answer why you started doing that. You say people were all attacking you. I didn't see everybody attacking you. But to you, everybody was attacking you. That's just the way you see it. Because you do, whether you see it or not, have quite a bit of fucking paranoia. You don't want to hear the truth. That's one thing you do not want to hear is the truth. Well, then why? Why did you get on live last night? If you did not want to hear the truth, why did you not listen to me? Why did you get on live? I didn't appreciate you deleting my live. I didn't appreciate you sabotaging the live that I planned, that I had been working on all day long. And you sabotaged my live that I'd spent the whole day working on. So you want to talk about somebody sabotaged something? You sabotaged my work. So thanks. I appreciate it. I tend to agree with people when they say that you like to play the fucking victim card because last night's show was not about you. It was my show. Let me tell you one thing. There is a big difference between you and me. I can handle the truth. You can't. If somebody comes on here and criticizes me, I don't give a fuck. You do. You think I give a rat's ass when somebody comes on there and smarts their fucking mouth off at me?
You can tell it bothers him when people criticize him. Hence why he either puts his videos on private, his channel on private, and all that. No, you're good. And he cares so much that people criticize him. And when people do criticize him, that's when he goes into damage control mode. He puts his channel on private, deletes his channel, or puts his videos on private. You know, I'm going to say this, Squareworks. There's people out there saying that you need to take a break, just a short break from YouTube. Well, I'm here saying that you need to take a break from YouTube indefinitely. Blatantly obvious that you need to do that.
No. You do. When you have haters, you get angry. And it shows. Me? No. And when you let that shit show, the more they're going to bite. The more they're going to come after you. The more they're going to move in for the fucking kill. You're making this a lot more easier for people. But to say that other people sabotaged you, to say I sabotaged you, when it wasn't even your fucking live to begin with, fish. And I won't have it. So, before we...
That's something I also want to talk about too. You know, he makes these live streams all about him for out of the blue because maybe Black Pox wanted to talk about something else besides Iceman or should I say Ice Bitch or Ice Sissy or Ice Girl, whatever. By the way, Ice Girl, stop using the wall spray. Or should I say rice cake man? Yeah, I saw you in Triple T's live stream the other night. You were acting all cool. Afterwards, you let it all out of your system and all that kind of stuff, and then you're back to doing your usual bullshit. I mean, mental illness running wild, but back to Squareworks. You know, maybe Black Pox wanted to talk about something else. You see, Black Pox, this is why you should be very selective who you bring on to the panel on your live streams. Because people like Square, oh, it's all about me. Oh, how dare you you didn't say hi to me. Oh, you didn't say goodbye to me. I'm fucking pissed off at you. What's the matter? Did mommy and daddy not give you enough attention while you're growing up? Huh? You're damn right. Scooter Bagans always wins. He always wins. Now you have 2 videos uploaded on Scooter Bagans' channel. Scooter Bagans uploaded 2 videos about you. Now, for whatever reason, I don't know why, but some people, you got the cops, some cops out there, even some criminals, and people like you, swear words, you just ordinary people. You all talk a big game about accountability, but when it comes down to you or anybody else, we're doing something wrong, we're saying something wrong. You the same people who preach about accountability, but then when it's time for you to be held accountable, that's when you bitch out. Sitting there saying, "Oh, for someone, you have the gall for someone who was catfished." Dude, I'm big on grammar and spelling. What you meant to say is that for someone who has the gall to talk shit about me who was catfished, nah. Mm-mm-mm.
Even begin to talk about anything involving you. For this point on, I demand an apology for ruining the live that I've been working on for over 48 hours. Because it's not always about you. That was my show. It wasn't on your channel. It was my fucking show. You're very fucking selfish to be coming on here and accusing everybody of sabotaging and setting you up on somebody else's panel. Don't you think about that? But no, you won't. You ain't gonna think about that because you're too busy having a pity party. But you know what? Have your fucking pity party. Because I don't give a fuck. Don't come at me. I'm not the one. I'm not the one. To everybody else, you take care of yourselves. Have a great weekend. And I'll see you in the next video. Give this video a thumbs up if you get what the pox is cooking.
Oh, man. Sorry, guys. I got the cold. By the way, you got like all 21 likes, man. You're moving up in the world. You got 200 subscribers. Oh, my gosh. Man, freaking cold. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, he's definitely lost it. Now, I'm going to dabble into the dude, you're seriously talking to Scarface. Square has sent me about 12 messages. I had just to tell him off. It was like, dude, we work night shifts. Some people sleep. Of course, he didn't care. He was happy, pays his bills. People who get government help and have no responsibilities don't know about sleep schedules and rest. especially the ones that live on YouTube. Oh man, cold. Now, earlier, I saw
About
straight shootings. What's up, Rainbow Chick? How are you doing? I saw straight shootings live stream, and straight shooting said he sees the big picture. I'm just curious. What do you mean when you say you see the big picture? Because my big picture is totally different compared to your version of the big picture. All I see is some dude, Johnny Goble, who started the drama. It's like, seriously, let me say that again. All I see, the big picture now, is a guy, a grown man, who started drama with another man who is widely known in the country rap community and the independent artist community for no reason. Now, as far as the allegations against Johnny Goble, like prime example, there's someone said, well, he's a pedophile. You better have all the facts if you're going to make allegations such as, someone being a pedophile. And the paperwork was, I think we all pretty much covered the whole paperwork situation. But anyways, I see the big picture. A guy who says, I'm going to get rich by the end of this year, so and so.
On between me and you, the beef that was going on between me and you. It's not right on many levels. It was supposed to be funny. These YouTube channels are supposed to be. You ain't supposed to have malicious intent and cause the problems that you're causing people just because you know my real name. I don't veer from my past. I know I've got a past and I've done some shit wrong. My arrest record's been posted on YouTube. It's been posted everywhere.
Why are you surprised that your arrest record has been posted? You do realize that arrest records are public information, right? I could go to whatever office that handles arrest records and file a Freedom of Information Act on your arrest records. You do realize that, right? I can do that. You're not playing with the full deck there, Durkee Jr. Let me read the comments. Oh my gosh, Herbal. No, I got the cold. Yeah, Gobble is a goofy fucker, but she should have not called him a pedophile. Yep. All right, Black Box. See you later. Man.
Yeah, that's when the accusation started, Mr. Syra. When Ryan at church posted that video saying, and he even says in the video, this is his exact words. He says, I know what your comment section is going to look like after this video. He knows what he's doing when he's doing things, guys. And I'm not just going to talk about him. I'm going to talk about these other YouTube channels too, like Cammy. Mike Hatred. Mike Hatred has changed his name because he thinks he's going to make money because his name has changed to Johnny Gobble YouTubers. Yeah, don't chat if you can't comprehend it. Just go on somewhere. If you want to talk shit, go on somewhere. Because I'm just bringing it to you straight. This is what caused.
So let me get this straight. You have your minions talk shit to people like me, but it's not okay when people like me, Crystal, Scooter Baggins, and so many others to talk shit about you on your channel or talk shit about your supporters. You're contradicting yourselves, especially you, Johnny Goble. You're contradicting yourself. Oh, he is going after Camia, supposedly. Ah, damn cold.
Every bit of it. This is what started every bit of it. So, what I'm not understanding, Cammy, this is what we're going to talk about right now, Cammy. No, we're going to talk about this.
I'm not sure if I have PTSD or not, Anna. I know one thing. I got the cold. Oh, Jesus.
First. Also, Ryan paying channels to make accusations. Daniel Bishop emailed me, told me he was paid by a source. It came from Nashville, Tennessee. The payment did was sent to him.
All right, where's the proof then? Where is the proof? If you're going to say something like that, you might as well just show receipts. If not, shut the fuck up. Come on now. You just opened Pandora's box.
His PayPal, and the person that sent it to him said that they was directly affiliated with Ryan Upchurch. That's sick. That's sick. You're using your money like that and throwing it around like it's nothing because you got money and you don't care to play with money like that. Some people's you don't know what's going on inside their life to say what's going on. I know I fucking said some things about Ryan and posted some videos that Justin was in and shit that was said and all that, and people got upset and got butthurt because I posted a video. I mean,
oh Jesus, man, this guy, for crying out loud. For crying out loud. If he believes anything, I got some oceanfront property in Arizona to sell him. Oh, Jesus. Johnny, you are the dumbest son of a bitch there is out there. Oh, God. Freaking cold. Might as well hear what he has to say now.
shit. That people should have seen right then and there that calling out somebody that's a nobody. No, this ain't the old Gobble. This is a different part, different.
Well, at least we got something right. You're a nobody. I mean, but Gobble talks about people making accusations about him, but looks he likes to make accusations against his own son. Yeah, what about that, Johnny Goble? You made a bunch of accusations against your own son. How about that? Let's talk about that, huh? Let's talk about that. Saying some very vile things about your own son. Let's talk about that. You fucking hypocrite. Without a doubt, you are a fucking hypocrite. Let's talk about the fact that you made a bunch of accusations against your son or said some vile thing. Let's just say this. You said some vile things about your own freaking flesh and blood, your own son. What about that? Jesus, man. You are a hypocrite.
Gobble out here, I promise you. You can say what you want. I've had a whole month to sit and think about things. And to sit here and dwell on bullshit and accusations have been posted about me all over YouTube. This is a public platform. There's been a lot of people seeing it too. Kimmy was getting thousands of views on making accusations and saying she had paperwork to prove that I was a pedophile. Accusations like that will get you killed where I'm from. You go to jail with the accusations that you're a pedophile, and they will beat you every day inside of a jail. People will, I mean, you even out in the community, you'll get hurt with those accusations, by those accusations. I would never put.
You know, for a guy who's bitching about Cammy, you're not going after her. You're really not. You're not going after Cammy. Now, as far as you thinking I care about Scammy Cammy or Scamella, whatever, I could care less about her. She burnt her bridge. She burnt the bridge to me. As far as I'm concerned, Cammy, fuck you. For real. Some men have honor and let the females do the attacking of other females. What did you say about your son? Yep. That's why I want to know too, Johnny Goble. You know, it's funny. You don't come over to my channel because you know I don't put up with bullshit. I have a very low tolerance for bullshit. How about here's a challenge for you. You come and watch my channel. But of course, you're going to slap me with not literally slap me, but figuratively slap me with the copyright strike. Oh, well, you used my video, my live stream. You see, you don't understand fair use. And that's another thing too, Squareworks. You don't understand fair use, the fair use law. Basically, what I'm doing now is critiquing what Johnny Goble and what you said, Squareworks, in both of you have said. So there you go.
Put that kind of accusation on anybody unless I seen it in black and white and knew for a fact that it was the truth. It's just not right. Exactly, the amazing Brittany. Floyd and Johnson, you get killed. There's people go missing here all the time. They're finding skulls on mountains just popping up from that's been there for years. And then they find out there's a missing person, a guy that was missing. There's some crazy shit goes on down here in the country, guys. And people think, well, people will say, well, you ain't from the country, you live in the city. Well, daggone, you hear the crickets and the frogs are chirping right here in the city just as well as you do out here in the mountains. But Kami's got kids herself. Got kids herself and wanted to make accusations. But I understand people can get drawn in to all this drama.
Yeah, like your people got drawn into the drama and started supporting you. Yeah. That's like the pot. That's literally the pot calling the kettle black. I mean, seriously.
And it's easy to get pulled into it. I understand that. Once upon a time, I used to be a person and a fan of Ryan Up Church myself. I've attacked many a people over Ryan Up Church. Because when I was a fan, at one point I was a fan. I'm not afraid to say that, guys. But what you are not realizing is it started from that source. And then it went from the next person to the next person to the next person to the next person. How crazy I can be. Well, guys, you don't want to think somebody's crazy when shit's going across YouTube, and then you got to see people out here in town and they're making fun of you in your hometown, and there's shit going on that shouldn't be going on with the other shit that I can't mention, but the shit's going to get straightened out one way or another. I'm going to say that. There was police officers involved in this situation with Kami. And we're going to bring it all out. We're going to bring it all out. Shelly, that it don't matter. It don't matter. Him saying that I was going to match his sister started this shit. That's what started it. Exactly. What people don't realize is he don't only have one sister. He's got two sisters. He's got a sister that is his age. You're right, John Boy. You admitted you said it. What are you talking? I never admitted I said anything. I said I'm gonna message your sister. I never said your 13-year-old sister. I never pointed out a sister that there was.
You're barking up the wrong tree there, Bob. Yeah, I'm about sick and tired of his lies too. To be quite honest with you, Kate, I'm sick and tired of your lies. Well, where's those messages then? That's what I really want to know. Nothing much, Buckshot. That's what I really want to know. Because I swear, he said he was going to message Upchurch's sister. Dang it. Oh, this ought to be good.
Welcome back, everyone, to HCC. This video is sponsored by the ATF.
These are called Title I firearms for those of you who aren't in the know. Pretty simple stuff here. Next. Okay, now it's a short-barreled shotgun. Yep, that's a short-barreled shot. All right, we're moving on. Shoelaces. Those are good. Next. And their machine gun. Yeah, you know, I've been working for the ATF for a while, and that's a real thing. You can really have shoelaces be machine guns, and that's why we determined that shoelaces can, in fact, be machine guns. That's just something that we do down here.
All right, how many of you did I get? Can you imagine? Totally a joke. This video is sponsored by HDC Apparel. We got brand new of everything, and it's all Second Amendment related. Go over there, get you some badass stuff. There's a link below the video. So the ATF reared its ugly head out the other day. And look, if there are any ATF agents watching, I got good lawyers, so don't try to show up at my house and do some BS. Just
like suing people, suing the TF is going to solve every goddamn problem. How about this? Bam! How about that? You's a pussy, son. You's a pussy. You are a pussy. And yet, weren't you the same person who talks, you know, hurled your little idle threats of civil war? Man, talk about two-faced. Yep. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, this guy. You know, you think suing people is going to, suing the ATF is going to solve every fucking problem? What happens if the ATF not only goes after your AR-15s that has 30 round capacity magazines and all that? What happens if they go after your handguns? What happens if they go after your 80% lowers, your solvent traps, auto key cards, blah, 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 ghost guns? You think they're just going to take those items, those guns away? No. They're going to go after your lever action rifles, your single shot rifles. If you have a shotgun that holds 4+1 in the chamber, they're going to come after those too. You think it's going to stop there? Oh no, they plan on taking your revolvers. Oh Jesus. My gosh, this guy is a fucking idiot. I mean, just look at him. Look at him.
because I'm talking about y'all. All right. Anywho, did a live the other night, and I had a question that somebody asked, and they said, does the ATF have a record of the firearms that we own? And I said, you bet your ass they do. And even though it's not a widely known thing or even promoted by them, they do. If you buy more than one firearm at a time at a shop, there is a mandatory report that goes to the ATF. It's called a multiple firearm sale. So after people watch this, I think anyone is high if they think that.
All right, let's talk about that. Because it's widely believed that, I wouldn't say widely, but some gun owners, and thankfully I actually have a fucking goddamn brain. I believe that all gun sales at the gun shops, it is used for a secret, like gun registry kind of thing. My XDS 9mm. I'm pretty sure the ATF knows I have that specific handgun. Guaranteed. But you can't sit there and say that, oh, I have a good lawyer. It ain't going to solve every problem. Just like violence is not going to solve every problem. Do you really think? I mean, seriously, I've actually said this, but of course you're going to sit there and say, oh, you entice people, Red. You entice people. Do exactly what the Branch Davidians did. But wait, you don't have the balls, don't you? Danielle. Yeah, he sped up his speech. Governments tend to disarm before they start to attack the citizens, pretty much. I have a long barrel gun they can take. It's a me pants. Oh, well, I don't care. I don't care if I go somewhere while I'm dead in the body bag. Do I have the right to protect my property that I bought and paid for with my hard-earned money? I don't give a fucking damn if I actually live to tell the tale or if I'm dead. You see, here's the problem, Anna. All these patriots, they talk about the coming civil war and all that. They talk about this, they just fearmonger and all that bullshit about civil war. Oh, I'm so pissed off at the politicians for violating my rights. I'm so sick and tired of it. Oh my God. Well, if you're that pissed off about it, then rebel. But of course, people like Heavy Duty Country over there, he's going to sit there and say, oh, it's psychological warfare. No, it's not. I speak the facts. Maybe because you're too pussified to do what the Branch Davidians did when they stood their fucking ground in the Waco siege. Maybe because you're too pussified to do what Marvin Heemeyer did in June 2004. The Killdozer incident, y'all don't have the balls to actually rebel against the U.S. government. Here's another thing, too. Not everybody in the police force or the U.S. military is going to be on your side when shit hits the fan. I guarantee you. Could be 50% who's not going to be on your side. Could be 75%. Do you really think you against 75% against the U.S. military, that includes the Marines, Army, Air Force, so on and so forth, against F-22s, you really think you're going to win? While people like me, you, Heavy Duty Country, we are outgunned big time. We are outgunned. I know what some people is going to say. Well, Afghanistan is the graveyard of all empires. Well, guerrilla warfare only goes but so far. Just saying. This guy bitching about Upchurch,
That the ATF doesn't know everything that you own unless you're just completely flying under the radar. So these 3 ATF agents go to this man's house and they're worried about straw purchasers. They want to verify that he has a couple of guns that he bought.
Okay, that's all I'm doing is verifying that. Look, verifying that you have it. You got 2 different purchases.
Do you have a warrant? Hello? Fourth Amendment, please, someone hit this guy up if they know them. And
Well, I'm glad to know that you know something about the Fourth Amendment there, heavy duty country, but at the same time, you said that you're a cop supporter. But when somebody says, I'm not going to give my ID to you, to the cops, you're the first person to bitch about it. Now, ATF going over to someone's house because of a couple straw, whatever, I think he said, straw purchases. Wow. You think it takes balls to hold kids hostage and have them burned alive? You're referring to the last day of the Waco siege. Who was it that you should be blamed for that? The U.S. government. First things first. Why did they have to have? All right, let me say this. Why did, I'm pretty sure everybody in Waco was bitching about the FBI using psyops, playing loud sounds from speakers during the night. And what's really ironic about that, if I had my stereo blaring right now, playing some death metal, deathcore music, someone's going to call the cops on me. But it's okay when they do it, right? During the Waco siege. Come on, man. That's some bullshit. So not only that, psyops, and not to mention the FBI used tanks and tear gas in the Waco siege. Now, would the Branch Davidians intentionally start a fire inside the compound? For some reason, I believe that they didn't. That's the thing here. Do you see the hypocrisy? The military has rules of engagement, while the cops does not. A cop could just get off scot-free by shooting someone in the back multiple times. 15 times in the back? By 2 police officers? Or go illegally confiscate people's firearms. Illegally. Just to appease the liberals' demands. Mm-mm. That doesn't fly with me. Self-defense is self-defense. It doesn't matter if I use self-defense against a rogue cop or a cop who says, I'm a constitutionalist or a 3%er but violates my rights. I don't care if it's a criminal or whoever else. You come through that door, unannounced, unwelcome, you threatened my life, you threatened to shoot me for no reason, you threaten bodily harm against me, you especially threaten to shoot my dogs, I will shoot that person. Pure and simple. Seriously. Just being real.
Inform him on the Fourth Amendment. I would have responded and said, hey, let me see your paperwork on all your pistols, and then I'll show you mine. How's that sound? If you don't have a warrant. And then he goes on to say that if you have them, I'm out of here.
Okay. If you have them, I'm out of here.
Well, that's interesting. What are you trying to say there? Is that an intimidation tactic? Like if you went hunting the other day and is going to go back later that night and he left his guns at his buddy's house, you're just going to arrest him right then and there for a potential straw purchaser?
That's how quick it is. Yeah.
The fact that the ATF was there because of straw purchases, that should pretty much tell you everything about the ATF. Army Vet 03 says, I don't agree with any of it, so please don't take my comment. No, like seriously. Self-preservation is self-defense is self-defense. You see, I view any cop or anybody in the military who's going to do unconstitutional gun confiscation orders with guns. First things first, I view that as a threat, as the same threat as someone else trying to do bodily harm against me or actually threaten my life. And like I said yesterday, screw my day in court. Sorry. I'm very passionate about my rights. I'm very passionate about the Constitution of the United States of America. And I never served in the U.S. military. Let's just put it this way. If I was ordered to, along with the cops, if I was ordered to confiscate people's firearms as a volunteer firefighter, now don't know why that will be the case. If I was ordered to illegally confiscate people's firearms, you know what I would do? I would say, I quit. Bye. AR and AR-15 chance. Let me just say this. AR and AR-15 stands for Armalite Rifle, not assault rifle. Now, is there things that Heavy Duty Country said here that's correct? Yes. But I believe that suing ain't going to do anything. I believe that peacefully protesting ain't going to do a goddamn thing. Because you know why? Because you keep on drawing a line in the sand. When the politicians or God knows who else violates your rights, crosses that line in the sand, what happens then? You redraw another line. Thus, you enable and embolden those people to violate your rights even more. And you got people saying, my constitutional rights. No, the Constitution doesn't grant you shit. It prevents government overreach from infringing on your rights. It prevents the government from trampling all over your rights. That's it. You got people say, my Second Amendment rights. No, it doesn't grant you shit. It doesn't give you shit. The Second Amendment is in place today to basically stop the government from infringing on people's natural born rights to keep and bear arms. You got people out there who've clearly never read the Anti-Federalist Papers or the Federalist Papers. Now, back to Heavy Duty Country.
you have them with you by any chance? Are they? If you can unload them and bring them out, or you can go out to your foyer here, check them out, by serial number, and we're out of here. Yep. That's it. It'll take 5 seconds.
Listen, guy in the back, just shut the fuck up and keep grabbing your tits. Is this what our tax dollars are going to for the ATF? This guy looks like he's got a decent house, a nice yard. Do you really think he's running a drug ring? Oh, I guess you never know nowadays, but my God. Now, I will say this. The first ATF officer, he seems like a nice guy. Hopefully he hates his job and quits. That would be a great move for you, sir. You could do great selling cars, life insurance, dildos, anything else other than the ATF. So then the third guy just starts talking. Unfortunately, the guy whose house this is not obviously very versed in all of this, but anyone who knows anything about how police operate, how they can get you to answer questions, that's exactly what this guy is doing.
The reason we're out here is we're obviously gun violence has been an uptick, so we want to make sure we've been having a lot of issues with straw purchases. So one of the things indicators that we get is somebody makes a large gun purchase.
Listen, Chatty Cathy, no one gives a shit. 2 guns is not a large gun purchase. Secondly, I retract my statement about the first guy needing to go get a sales job.
I thought he said straw purchases. I don't know. I guess I thought he said straw purchases. I don't know.
You need to go get a sales job. Why do you sound like you're trying to sell them Girl Scout cookies?
So the idea is when you purchase more than 2 guns at a time, it generates a multiple sale report. And he comes to us and we have to check him out. Okay. That's all that is. He did nothing wrong. Did absolutely zero. I noticed that you were stopped in Philly, though, right, with one of your guns?
So you know that this guy was stopped by a different police officer in Philadelphia? What is going on here? Then these cops start laughing at him. They think it's just a big old fucking joke.
Okay, heavy duty country, let me explain what's going on here, because people like you and I, we've allowed the U.S. government to become so large. We failed to keep the U.S. government in check, and that's what happens. Not only that, the police, we already know that the federal agents from FBI and ATF have become so militarized. In fact, the defund the police movement tried to demilitarize the police, but of course, people like you didn't want that. You weren't open to the idea. I was also open to the idea for them to get rid of the no-knock raids, to get rid of qualified immunity, but people like you said, no. And look where we're at right now. Think about it this way. You know, the liberals who said, oh, we need stricter gun control laws. We need red flag laws. We need gun confiscation raids. We gotta have this. We need gun-free zones. Think about it this way. The liberals would have shot themselves in the foot because they wanted to defund the police based on 2 things I actually agree on. Getting rid of qualified immunity and getting rid of no-knock raids. So if they actually got rid of no-knock raids, the liberals would have shot themselves in the foot because they're the first people who said, oh, red flag laws. We need red flag laws, guys. Bye, Anna. Take care. Well, anyways, we need red flag laws, guys. We need red flag laws. I mean, you screwed it up, dude. You did. You said no to the defund the police movement on 2 important things. Think about it. Think about it. Seriously. Actually think about it.
You feel more comfortable
I'm okay. I didn't expect.
Oh no, but listen, it just came up. I'm telling you, that's why we came here. Look, there's an email from the federal side saying, can you?
What do you mean it came from the federal side? I wish this guy would have asked these ATF officers more questions. What does that mean? Does that mean Joe Biden sent you to my house, sir? Hillary Clinton, Hunter Biden? Why don't you guys go check out Hunter Biden's house? Why don't y'all do this to Hunter Biden? Sir, your ex-wife or whatever the hell she was, maybe a hooker, dropped one of your guns in a trash can right next to a school. If a kid picked it up, it could have caused, obviously, a problem. Do you still have that gun, or do you just have a shitload of crack? Which one would you say is more likely? How many times has the ATF gone to Hunter Biden's house or met with him? Probably a lot, just to cover all the shit up, but no one's keeping track here.
Make sure this guy's got his gun. Now, if you recently just purchased a whole bunch of guns, if we can look at them and just scratch them off, and that way, because I know we won't see this again.
Yeah, we can just.
Okay, Mr. ATF agent jackass, you're on someone's property. Your federal agent status doesn't mean jack. If you're on my property, I tell you to get the fuck out of here. And if you don't get the fuck out of here, you're going to get shot. Pure and simple. If I go to jail, I go to jail. If I get shot, I get shot. Simple as that. I think I know what's going on here. People have become too pussified. For real. I mean, seriously, anybody in the ATF, I hope you watch this. I made 2 videos saying, fuck the ATF. That's right. I said, fuck the ATF. Come over here knocking. Come on. Come on. It's obvious. It's blatantly obvious. Y'all want to fight. Blatantly obvious. And by the way, I don't care if I lose that fight or not. As long as I go down, if I go in 6 feet in the ground fighting, so be it.
Right, which ones you just bought. Okay. So we save a trip from coming back. We can just confirm that you have them.
Why do you need to know what guns he has? If he bought them legally, I'm sure it says in your report that he bought them legally. What is the problem? Now, the guy's really worried that these officers are going to come in while he's going to get his guns. Worst thing that he could do.
All right. Okay. Yeah. I'll go get them.
Okay.
Okay.
We will wait out here.
Okay.
We will stay out here.
Okay.
You can lock yourself in
My
there.
little boy in there and my wife.
Yeah,
Oh, no. Listen, I understand. We'll stay out here. No big deal.
That's fine.
All right.
We'll stay out here.
All right.
This guy does not have to do any of this. He did nothing wrong. They're in there simply fishing. Look, I love to fish. Bass, catfish, carp. I like to go down to Port Aransas, catch a bunch of trout, reds. But one thing that I don't do is I don't go fishing into other people's shit, right? I'm not going into other people's trucks, looking for stuff, seeing what they're doing, walking into other people's houses, making sure they're...
Man, for a guy who likes to paint himself as the good guy. But you do like to mob, you resort to mob mentality against other people. So you got that going for you. So what's going on, Head of Turtle? But I mean, I agree with Heavy Duty Country. He didn't have to do all that. Like I said, I would have told him, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck off my property.
Their microwave works, just some stupid shit like this. And then these guys start laughing. And this ATF agent says, I don't blame him. I don't blame him for being worried, which is really kind of odd to me.
Yeah, I'm blaming him.
Sir, I think you should really quit your job. The other two, they're laughing. They think it's a good time. But this is a perfect example of a Fourth Amendment right being violated. And it was not necessarily violated by them just ramming into the guy's house and searching around, but through intimidation tactics, they got the guy to give up his right. It's the world we're living in today.
Sorry, I gotta see this. Thank you to the patrons of Guns and Fitness Group and our YouTube group who support this channel. Link below to join. No, thank you. Sorry. I'm good, Head of Turtle. It's been a while since you've been on one of my live streams. But yeah, heavy duty country, I believe you don't have the balls to really rebel against the U.S. government. I really believe the so-called patriots, but really they're fake triots, they don't have the balls to fight against the U.S. government. Johnny Goble, you're nothing more than a liar, and you're nothing but a punk. All you do is lie. And Square Works Media or Square Interviews Media, you manipulate people. You're a liar. You start drama. And that's that. For real. You really burnt that bridge to Blackbox. So, yep. This is going to be the end of the live stream. I'm good, Railroad. Northern Railroad. I'm just actually about to get done here. And by the way, like Army Vet 03, it's what I believe. It's what I believe in. I believe I don't know why, but for some reason, self-defense against the cops, when it's justified, apparently that's taboo. That's a taboo subject. But using self-defense against the criminals or ordinary people or going after some person who's armed with a gun, with a knife, whatever, that's not a taboo subject. But using self-defense against the cops, that is. People in the gun confiscation raids, people are staying at their homes after Hurricane Katrina. The gun confiscation raids that happened in 2005? Those people are staying in their houses. They absolutely had every right to shoot at the National Guardsmen, the state and local and federal law enforcement officers. They had every right to use self-defense, pure and simple. Actually, let me do some research. Don't agree. I don't agree with that. Because it says here, here's why I don't agree with it. Like I said, I don't trust the courts. Really don't trust the courts. Sorry. It says you have the right to defend yourself against physical attacks, but resisting arrest is a crime. So if a police officer threatens or bullies you, the place to defend yourself is in the courtroom, not with your fists. Bullshit. Bullshit. You can. Jesus Christ. Bunch of freaking cuckolds. I call it like I see it, folks. What happens when the bull? You're seriously going to sit there and say, "Please, Mr. Bully or Mrs. Bully, stop bullying me." The only way to stop a bully is do this, or stand your ground. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think it's here we go. But every state is much more different, and unless if you have a Blue Lives Matter law. Now, where it says right here, 4.2. Virginia Code makes this crime a felony. A police officer is entitled to use force when making an arrest if the situation requires it. However, this is a big however. If a police officer arrests you unlawfully, you are entitled to use reasonable force to defend yourself. Reasonable force, the two key words there. Like prime example, a cop has his gun or her gun pointed at me like this, right? Right. Cop has his or her gun pointed at me like this. So then I have the right to get out the way, get into cover, do this number, do this too. Point. That's the way I see it. I don't get it. I honestly don't. That doesn't make any sense. You know who fought against law enforcement? The Patriots back in 1775. You know who their law enforcers were? The British law enforcers. Nobody threw them underneath the bus. I wonder why that is. That's what happened. Go watch Larkin Rose's videos. The Patriots in the American Revolutionary War, they fought against the British law enforcers. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm. You know what the courts cares about? Money. This is what they care about. And guess what happens after every time it doesn't matter if you lose or win a case. This is what they care about. And what do? You keep on doing this. But that's not the only people who cares about money. You got politicians who cares about money. You got the liberals, the conservatives. You got everybody in this whole country. It comes down to the almighty dollar. And what do we continue to do? Do this. Army vet is a girl. King of the Kill. What happens if you lose a case then? Army vet. What happens then? Well, you lose the case. Nothing you can do about it. In fact, I actually said this. The courts is where our rights have been compromised the most. So what? Peaceably protesting is going to solve the problem? If the main sole purpose of police peacefully protesting is to enact change, then tell me something. Why is racism still going on in this country? Why is the politicians still infringing on people's gun rights? Why does police brutality still exist, still happen? Happens all the time. Why? Just saying. Regardless who it is, if some ordinary person comes after me with a knife, pew pew. Some cop comes to my doorstep and tries to illegally confiscate my farms, pew pew. Some criminal breaks into my home, tries to take my money, pew pew. Self-defense. Self-defense is still self-defense. Racism is pushed by the ones that want it to continue. If everyone come together, that's never going to happen. That's never going to happen. It's not, because this country is so divided, it's beyond repairable if at this point. Especially with the whole Ukraine situation. I've actually said this too. I don't support Ukraine. I don't support Russia. In fact, I was the one who said maybe, just maybe, the Soviet Union never dissolved. You got CEOs in cancer organizations. You know what the one thing they care about too? Money. And they still haven't figured out a cure for cancer. The almighty dollar. The George Washingtons. That's all they care about. You take note too, heavy duty country, because this is what you do as well. It's all over the place, but yeah, why are we? It's awful what's happening, but why? It's not our fight. It's not our fight. And you got people, oh my gosh, we should be over there fighting. Here's another thing too. The Ozolf Regiment there's a bunch of neo-Nazis in the Ozolf Regiment. And what really gets me is that these fucking liberals say, oh, we're against fascism. We're against fascism, yeah. But yet they support a movement, an organization Antifa, but they also support the Azov regiment in the Ukrainian military, who are neo-Nazis, white supremacists. And that's what the U.S. is doing right now. Pay me to Ukraine. Getting javelins, handguns, rifles, and all that. Because Joe Biden's son is tied to Ukrainian order. Who knows? And we'll break Big Farm all about the money. Or maybe it's interesting that you say that, Pam, because I have a feeling that, with these uncurable diseases and uncurable STDs and the cure for cure for uncurable diseases, virus, whatever, or the cure for cancer is withheld by the government away from public knowledge. I mean, sorry that I'm not sorry, but I have my own beliefs, Army vet. I believe in self-defense, and if that means self-defense against the cop by justifiably shooting a cop, I believe in that too. While I also believe that a cop has the right to shoot someone else coming at them with a knife, I believe in that. But I also believe that ordinary people like me has the right to shoot the cops justifiably for reasonable force. I believe I have the right to say where the fuck I want. If somebody wants to say fire in a movie theater, he or she has the right to do so. Saying I don't have the right to use self-defense against the cop, that contradicts the Second Amendment, in my opinion. I'm not sorry. I didn't apologize. I'm just speaking from the heart. That's why they killed Dr. Zabib. He cured AIDS and cancer, and Big Pharma prosecuted him and also had him killed. And homeless vets thing makes me sick. Well, king of the kill. Like I said yesterday, give the homeless veterans jobs to pull security for schools. Either that, also, so that you have every teacher in every classroom in the schools have them armed with handguns. With the homeless veterans, you have, like in the military. I never served in the military, never. The sidearm is just as important as a rifle. Have a rifle, sidearm, that'd be that. But in my opinion, this is just me. Every Marine, every soldier in the Army and the Marines, they have three things for self-defense: a knife, sidearm, depending on your rank, I guess, and a rifle. See if I can stand it up. Yep, it stood up. Well, let me just say this, Army vet. I have one friend who is a cop. I've actually told him this. And he knows where I stand with this. And he actually said it doesn't matter if I agree with you or don't disagree with you. But I do agree with you that self-defense is self-defense, no matter who is in the right. If a person really wants to understand what's happening, all they have to do is watch how those high-ranking politicians are managing their investment portfolios. Watch what's going on during the protests and riots. It's more like it. I didn't think it was going to be a 2-hour live stream. My gosh. On a freaking roll. I need to do some more live streams, just do more live streams. Well, like I said, I'm not going to apologize for saying how I feel, just giving my opinion. Let's see here. Everybody has a skill set of every rifleman. I can't speak for Space Force. Air Force has security forces. The Air Force has security forces. Hold on. U.S. AF security forces, which is basically like the infantry of the Air Force, or what some people would say the Chair Force. The 6th Security Forces Squadron conducts an emergency services team tryout at MacDill Air Force Base, Florida. Here.
We wouldn't be where we are. This is our Talks business. Gave us.
Go out here to the target.
My name is Staff Sergeant Minda Allen. I'm the Security Forces NCOIC of the Armory. So our job today is to ensure that the defenders stay ready and proficient on their primary weapon systems, the M4 and M9. Readiness to me as a CADM instructor is to ensure that not only Security Forces members, but each members of the Air Force are trained on their primary weapon systems before they get to a deployed location. I am A1C Sarah Bradshaw, and I am an installation entry controller. Within the AFI, it is not required to profile on a deployment, so we're actually the first AOR to initiate this type of training in a deployed location. This training is important because when we do what we do every day, it's easy to get complacent, and profiling works on our proficiency and efficiency of keeping the base safe and secure.
Contact left.
I'm Senior Airman Luciano Medrano, and I'm a Response Force member. To me, readiness means to be proactive instead of reactive, always staying on top of your game. The camaraderie that we find here in deployments makes this training a lot better.
I'm Staff Sergeant Ryan Smith. I'm a BDOC controller. For this firing course, we'll be all more prepared working as a team, and we'll know each other's capabilities during firing. every day we're arming up. We never know when an incident is going to happen affecting the base, and we'll need our weapon skills to be up to par to handle them.
You gotta put it 7.
Please tell me those are not the Sig Sauers. I am not a big Sig Sauer fan. I'm not. The military should have just kept their Beretta M9s. Seriously, much more reliable. Should have. What it could have, should have, right? Where is that Glocks? I can't tell. What is that? I can't tell if that's the 6 hour. I think that is a 6 hour. I'm not a big. In fact, the military is like complaining about the 6 hours. I still use a Beretta every day on patrol. Army still uses them. Good, because they still need to have the M9s. M9s are much more reliable. I personally like the M9s better. See here. Oh my gosh, I love these new uniforms. Love them. All right, what is this bag right here? Like, what is that? No, what is that? Well, what is that right there? What is that bag? I don't know what that is. What is that? Well, that must be an M4 right there. Yeah, I think that is a 6 hour. Look at that scope. Too expensive for my liking. Or it could be a Camelback, yeah. Do they have, where would the plate carrier be? Back or front or both? Nice trigger discipline right there. All right, those hats, are those hats, not hats, helmets supposed to be special forces? SF security forces right there. There's 2 different types of plate carriers. Both. Army vet says both, so does Canine Rescue and King of the Kill. Sorry, but in my opinion, Glock is better than Glock is better than Sig Sauer.
On behalf of Command Sergeant Major Andrew Lombardo and the whole reserve team, I am Master Sergeant Tracy Flores, the Provost Marshal, NCOIC, here at USARC, and this is... As the Provost Marshal NCOIC, responsible for advising in all matters pertaining to military police, security management, protection program functions, today I have the pleasure of demonstrating 2 M17 pistol tasks. I will demonstrate maintain an M17 pistol and perform a function check on an M17 pistol in accordance with the training and evaluation outlines. The Army Reserve has a goal to implement the Expert Soldier Badge, or ESB, in FY22. In an effort to operationalize This Is My Squad, we are encouraging squad leaders to take ownership of the squad and conduct training on drill weekends, and enter that training into the system of record through Small Unit Leader Tool application on the Army Training Network. The point of this is to get after training and build those cohesive squads. If USARC leaders are getting after it, you should too. Take your time, but hurry up.
Task 1. Maintain an M17 or M18 pistol. Clear the pistol. By pointing the weapon in a safe direction, pull back the slide and observe the barrel. Always keep your finger off the trigger. Disassemble the pistol. Push the manual safety upward. Grasp slide serrations and pull the slide fully to the rear. Lock slide to the rear with the slide catch. Rotate the takedown lever downward on receiver. Pull slide to rear of receiver to release slide catch. Pull slide forward and remove from the receiver. Slightly compress recoil spring guide assembly and remove from slide. Lift and remove the barrel from the slide barrel lug. Disassemble the magazine. Unload the magazine. Invert the magazine. Depress magazine insert. Be very careful at this time, as this spring has a lot of tension and may fly out the back end. Push the magazine floor plate forward until it's clear of the magazine tube. Remove magazine follower and magazine spring from the magazine tube. Clean the pistol's components. Clean the slide assembly using a clean cloth. Place CLP on a soft brush and remove excess dirt and carbon. Wipe dry with a clean cloth.
Shit! I've been doing it wrong. I don't have a toothbrush for that. God dang it. I need a toothbrush. A secondary toothbrush. Oh, no, I don't have a secondary toothbrush. God dang it. All right, I got to point out that this guy's cover, if that's how you say it, he's trying to look like a United States Marine.
Clean the barrel assembly. Using cleaning rod, insert cleaning patch soaked with CLP into the chamber end of the barrel and push out muzzle to remove loose fine residues and softened carbon deposits. Push a clean swab through the bore to clean and dry the barrel. Clean the recoil spring and spring guide with CLP and a soft brush or cloth. Clean the receiver and grip module assembly by wiping the receiver and grip module assembly with a soft cloth. Use cotton swabs to clean hard-to-reach areas such as frame rails, takedown lever, and slide catch lever. Clean the magazine Wipe the magazine tube and the follower with CLP and a cloth or a brush. Clean the magazine spring, floor plate retainer, and floor plate with a clean cloth. Assemble the pistol. Insert muzzle of barrel into forward opening end of slide while lowering the rear of barrel into the slide. Insert recoil spring guide assembly into the slide. Seat round end of recoil spring guide assembly to barrel lug of pistol. Ensure that the takedown lever is rotated fully clockwise. Guide slide into frame rails from the front. Lock slide to rear with the slide catch lever. Rotate the takedown lever counterclockwise until it stops. Press down on the slide catch lever to release the slide. Assemble the magazine. Position magazine follower on magazine spring. Insert magazine spring fully into magazine tube until magazine insert is flush with magazine tube bottom. Slide magazine floor plate onto magazine tube lips until magazine floor plate is locked in place by a magazine insert. Task 2. Perform a function check on the M17 or M18 pistol. Always ensure the pistol is clear. Pull back the slide, observe the barrel, always keeping your finger off the trigger. Insert empty magazine into the magazine well. Grasp slide and pull completely to the rear until slide catch lever locks slide to the open position. Press the magazine catch. At this time, release the magazine from the weapon. Pull back and release slide. Push up on manual safety lever to engage safety. Press trigger to rear. The striker should not be released. If the striker is released, notify field maintenance. Push down manual safety lever to disengage safety. Press trigger to the rear and hold. The striker should not be released and an audible click should be heard. Pull slide completely to the rear and release the slide. Release the trigger. A light audible click should be heard and felt as the striker resets. Press the trigger. The striker should release and you should hear and feel a loud audible click.
All leaders should be deeply involved in ensuring your soldiers conduct quality training on a regular basis in accordance with the current training and evaluation outline. Individual warrior tasks are perishable skills, and we will need to work together to ensure our troops receive the proper training they require. Training together is also how we build cohesive teams and inclusive teams. NCOs, embrace your skill craft. Ready now, shaping tomorrow.
Very informative. Informative shit. Wait, who's stalking who? Who's stalking Army Vet? I love that sound. I just got in the mood to. I think I kind of like the M18 though. I don't know. Well, I definitely got to go into Scott's live stream if he's live right now. Yeah, he definitely got to wait. I'll be in Scott's live stream. Right there's the link. Guys, to go. I'm going to go back to watching some more military videos, probably some firefighting videos and all that kind of stuff. Dude, Square, you definitely need to chill the fuck out. There's a big difference between how you deal with people compared to how I deal with people. Whenever someone disagrees with you, it's like you just go off. Not how you do it. Not how you do it. No, sir. But, well, Mr. Fusion TV, stop stalking her. Stop stalking Army Vet 03. But as I was saying, yeah, Square, you just need to calm down, dude. You need to calm down. But I might be live tomorrow. I might go live twice tomorrow. But y'all take good care of yourselves. Stay hydrated. Reese's Pieces. Stay armed. Stay brutal, Reapers. Take care, everybody.